Hello my dear students, welcome to computer science class. Today in this class we shall start with a new chapter, that is input output operators. So this input output operations are usually done by using the library functions known as cin and cout objects of the class IOStream. We already know that cin stands for console input and the cout stands for console output, which belongs to an header file known as, that is, IOStream, correct? So using this standard input and output library functions that will allow us to interact with the user by printing the message onto the screen by using the cout object and by getting the user's input from the keyboard. So whenever the user enters anything from the keyboard, it will be taken by the cin object and placed it into the memory, and at the time of printing, the cout object will access the data from the memory and then print it onto the output screen. So this C++ makes use of an abstraction called as stream. Okay, it makes use of an abstraction called as stream in order to perform the input and output operations, okay, onto the monitor or the keyboard. Now what exactly this stream is? Stream is an object where the program can either insert or extract the characters from or to it. I'll repeat. A stream is an object where a program can either insert onto the output screen or extract the characters, that is, from the keyboard. Okay, usually it will accept or provides the character sequentially. If it is a single character, definitely it will give the single character as it will take the single character as input and output. If it is a string, it will take the string. String is nothing but it's a sequence of characters. Okay, sequence of characters is referred to be as a string which are enclosed under the double quote. So whenever it is taking the input as computer, it will read as COMPUTER, like character by character it will read, and the same way at the time of printing also character by character only it will print. Therefore we say that stream accepts or provides the characters sequentially. Now let us understand how exactly the input operator, that is the cin operator, works. So as I said, the C++ library function makes use of an header file known as IOStream in order to use the input and output stream objects when they are declared, that is cin and cout. Now this is very important question from your exam point of view, that is the 2 marks question, okay, or they may ask it for 3 marks also. Explain the input operator in detail, they may ask. So the input operator always is nothing but the cin operator, which makes use of this operator, that is nothing but the stream extraction. This operator is what? Stream extraction. As I always said, whenever the user gives an input through the keyboard, it is actually the cin operator will extract the input whatever the user is giving with the help of an operator known as the stream extraction and store it in the variable, wherein the variable is nothing but the name given to the storage location in computer memory. So whatever the cin operator will extract from the keyboard, everything will be stored into the computer memory. Therefore the standard input device that has been used by the cin operator is nothing but the keyboard. Usually in order to give the input, everywhere we are using the keyboard as the input. Therefore the standard input device is usually referred to as a keyboard. And usually how the input we will do, the input in C++ are usually done by the help of the stream extraction operator on the cin stream. Without the stream extraction operator, the cin object cannot extract the contents whatever the user is being giving through the keyboard. It will not extract any input from the keyboard. Because of the presence of the stream extraction operator, the cin object will extract the contents from the keyboard and store it into the computer memory. So therefore the operator must be followed by the variable that will store the data that is going to be extracted from the stream. Now here I'll show you the example. Here you see we have int age. Okay, we have int age. Now the user has to give the value to this particular age. When they give the age as 25, okay, the scene operator will extract that 25 from the keyboard by the help of the operator, that is stream extraction, and place it into the memory location where the variable name is age. So therefore in the computer memory, the storage location where the age is there, no, its value will be stored as 25. In our previous example we have seen int p is equal to 100. P is nothing but the storage location name in the computer. 100 is the value, and then maybe to some memory location it may take 2000, 3000 or 5000. That would represent the location value. Similarly here the scene object, the scene operator should be always followed by the variable. See, the scene operator will be always followed by the variable wherein the data can be stored or the extracted from the stream. Stream is nothing but where? The memory. Okay, whatever the contents that scene is accepting from the keyboard will be stored into the computer memory in the form of the variable. So in 2 marks you should write all these points, plus you should draw this diagram, and then you should explain here. See, the input operator is also known as stream extraction. So this is input operator. Remember, the input operator is also known as stream extraction, where this right shift it is actually. This right shift is nothing but the stream extraction, which indicates get from. That is why the scene object will get the output from the keyboard, which is help you to read the value from the standard input device, that is the keyboard. Okay, this the other name for the stream, that is the input operator, is nothing but the stream extraction. Remember, they will ask the question, give the other name for the scene. They'll give the question as give the other name for scene, then you should write as the stream extraction. The other name for the scene is stream extraction. Or they may also give us like give the other name for the input operator, then it should be stream extraction. Okay, so this stream extraction should be always followed by this particular variable, which indicates what? Get from. Get from where? The standard input device, that is from the keyboard. That's how the scene object will extract the contents from the keyboard, whatever it has been entered by the user, with the help of stream extraction, and store it into the variable so that the user can read and store it into the computer memory. I hope you are able to understand. Moving on to the next explanation here. Here you can see an example. We have taken int age. Right? Now this is a declaration statement where the variable age is of type integer, and here the second statement what you are seeing here, it actually waits for the input which should be given by the by the user, so that it could be stored in an integer variable known as age. So therein scene stands for console input. Remember, scene always stands for the console input. Now look at this here, keyboard. We are using the stream, okay, extraction. Okay, from this object is a stream extraction. This is your C++ program code. As the user is giving an input, this stream extraction, it will extract the data from the keyboard, and where it is storing in the computer memory, where the storage location, suppose here if it is age is there, okay, int a when you write, that time only for age 2 bytes of memory will be allocated in computer memory. After once the user is typing from the keyboard as age as 25, with the help of stream extraction, the scene object will extract it and store wherever the memory location name is given as age, there the 25 the value will be stored. I hope you are able to understand. Okay, now you see here the next slide. Cin actually stands for console input here. Now it can process the input from the keyboard once the return key is being pressed. See here, see, enter the age, it will ask, okay, you are entering as 25 from the keyboard. When you type as 25 from the keyboard, the user has to press enter. Once the user has pressed enter, the scene object will understand that user has given the input completely, and then it will start extracting. Until and unless you have pressed the enter key, that is, we can also say it as return key, the scene object will not read the contents from the keyboard. Always remember this. Whenever we give the input here, see int age, scene age, it is asking you to enter the age, right? When you give the age as 25 through the keyboard, after giving 25 you should press enter, which means nothing but the return keyword. So until and unless the key enter or the return keyword is being pressed, this scene will not process the our input. That means not process in the sense what? It will not accept the data from the keyboard. Once the enter key is being pressed, scene object will immediately extract the contents from the keyboard and store it into that particular variable. I hope you are able to understand. Then therefore, even if we request a single character also, the extraction from the scene will not process until the input, user presses the enter, that is the return after the character has been introduced. That's what I said. So until and unless we press the enter key, the scene will not process any input, though it is a string you are giving as an input, or even if you are giving for the requesting for the single character to be taken as an input. Now therefore, always we should consider the type of the variable that we are using as a container with an scene extraction. Like that means like int age we have given. Always we should know that what kind of input should be given, whether in integer, whether it's a floating, depending upon how you have declared. Okay, always that age is now it has been included with an integer, so always the user has to give the integer value, then the scene will recognize and it will accept the data. See, if we are requesting for integer value, we will get integer. If we are requesting for the character, we will get the character, and if we are requesting for the string, we will get a string. Suppose if I have given char a, then I want to read that value as C in A. When I'm now exactly what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to read the character value data type, isn't it? So the scene object, irrespective of any data type, whether it is an integer, float, double, character, whatsoever you are giving, okay, you have to give the input and then press enter. Though it is a string, or though it is an integer, or though it is a single character you are requesting, you should press the enter keyword, then only it will start processing the data. I hope you are able to understand the scene operator. Now let me show the example here. The program to find the sum of two integers. This is a program to demonstrate how we are using the scene object. Okay. So scene object always belongs to an header file known as iostream.h. Always remember, when I am using the scene or the cout, we should always include an header file known as iostream.h. Then iomanup is just because of the endl. In further concept, I'll explain this. What is the use of iomanup? Okay. Then we have the void main function. I'm declaring three variables, that is a, b and sum. Correct? So here I'm asking the user to enter the two numbers. This is a cout statement, no? The same thing will be printed. Enter the two numbers will be printed. Now I am giving next instruction is what? Scene object is using the stream extraction operator and it is trying to read the two values. Always remember, this is stream extraction. It will read the value of a, whatever you are giving. Again stream extraction, again it will read the value of b, whatever you are giving. And every statement in C++ program should terminate with the semicolon. Remember this part. Okay. Now at this point, when the execution, compiler always starts its execution from the main function. After that it sees the opening flower braces. Then it will come to the declaration section. When it comes to the declaration section, in the computer memory, what happens? There will be a storage location created with an variable known as a, then variable with the b, then variable with the sum. And what is the memory allocation for a? 2 bytes. This b 2 bytes, sum 2 bytes. So total memory allocation for this is how many? 4, 5, 6 bytes. 6 bytes of memory will be allocated. After that, what happens? The compiler will encounter the cout statement. What it understands by cout, that's console output. It understands that whatever is been given under the double quotes, this is a string constant. Am I right, students? What is string constant? Those are the sequence of characters which are enclosed in double quotes. So this cout statement, as it is, which is been given under the string constant, as it is, it will print onto my output screen. Okay, even including the colon also. Okay, then after that, this will be printed onto your output screen. Then you will give the value as 5 space 10 you will give. So once 5 and 10 you will give, even cursor will be continuously blinking here, so that the user should press enter. If you don't press enter, then it will, scene object will never read the value as 5 and 10. Instead, scene will be waiting when they will press enter. Once if you press enter here, immediately the next statement will be executed. Scene object, what it will do, it will take the control, and whatever the first one it will be given the value, that will be considered as 5, and the next value what you are giving, that will be considered as B. Understood? So the value A will be considered to be as 5 and the value B will be considered as 10. The very next statement, what happens? A plus B. So therefore, what is the value of A will be replaced with 5. B value will be replaced with 10. Total, what is it is calculating? 15. The 15 value will be assigned to the left hand side variable, that is sum. Understood? Again, next thing is what? Cout. It's again the output statement. Remember, always cout always prints on the output screen, and the job of scene is console input, which always reads the input from the keyboard by the help of the stream extraction operator. Now again, this is a string, right, students? The string constant. What is string? Again I said, it's a sequence of characters enclosed under the double quotes. Always cout, then followed by the stream insertion operator. This is what is stream insertion, we shall study. Then followed by the string constant. As it is, the string constant will be printed. Again, this is a stream insertion, and then where is my answer? My answer is in sum. So I'll be printing here sum, and then stream insertion endl. So endl is what? It is like a new line character. Okay, if further any cout statement, if I am taking it, if I don't use this endl, both the cout statement may represent in a single line only, but I don't want like that. So for that reason I have given here as endl. Therefore, and then you are closing your main function. In that, therefore, after this calculation, after this cout statement printing, we will get the answer correct as 15. So this is how scene object is being used. Now here at that time, two numbers I am reading. Therefore, scene followed by the stream extraction, followed by the first variable, again stream extraction, followed by the second variable. What if I have to write enter the three numbers? Okay. What if I have to write if I have to read, like if I had given here enter the three numbers, how do I write this? Scene, stream extraction A, stream extraction B, stream extraction C. I hope you are able to understand. At that time, more than one value, any number of values you can read by using the scene object. Therefore, just simply you remember scene stands for console input, which makes use of the stream extraction operator in order to extract the contents from the keyboard and store it into the computer memory. Okay, moving on to the next concept here, that is the output operator. Output operator is nothing but the stream insertion. With this console input, we are using stream extraction. With the output operator, stream insertion. Why it is being named as stream insertion? It will extract the take contents from the computer memory, what is there, and with the help of using with the stream insertion, this cout object, as it is, it will insert the statement onto the output screen. Okay. With the help of the stream insertion operator, it will fetch the contents from the computer memory. Okay, it will fetch the contents from the computer memory, and then that data will be completely placed in the monitor. Now here we shall see the standard output device which will be used by the console output is the monitor, because console output means in the sense we are displaying the data onto the monitor screen, isn't it? Therefore, what we are using the standard output device, it should be a standard output, sorry, it should not be an input device, it's a standard output device here. So the standard output device which is being used by the output operator, that is stream insertion, is the monitor. Similarly, in case of input, we were using that is the standard input device we were using was the keyboard. Okay, then here you see output in C++ is usually done by the object followed by the stream insertion onto the Cout stream. That's what it is, Cout followed by the stream insertion, and this stream insertion as it is what is being given in the, that is the Cout statement, the same thing will be displayed onto the monitor. So therefore, Cout stands for console output. How this Cout will work? It will extract the contents from the variable, okay, that by the help of stream insertion, with the help of the stream insertion, the same whatever it has been read from the memory, the same string constant will be replaced onto the monitor. Now here you see the output operator is also called as stream insertion, that is this operator, which means put to, same string constant put to, wherein which is used to send the value to the standard output device. Now here in how what happens, Cout, let us learn C++. Cout object makes use of the stream insertion operator. Whatever is there, no, it's same thing it will be print on the output screen as. Let us learn C++. This is the job of the output operator, that is stream insertion. They will ask you the question, what is the other name for the Cout? What is the other name for Cout? Then you should give it as a stream insertion. Remember, this is very, very important, right? What is the other name for the scene? They will ask. The other name for the scene is stream extraction. Write the other name for the Cout, it will be stream insertion. I hope you are able to understand. Now look at here, Cout operation. It will fetch the data from the memory, whatever is being stored. Now with the help of scene object, what did I do? I actually got the input from the keyboard, and with the help of scene I had actually stored the value of the age as 25 into the memory. Now I want to print that age 25 onto my output screen. In that time, whenever I have to print that case, I have to use the object as Cout. It will extract with the help of the stream insertion operator the same thing whatever is being read from the memory, the same thing it will be printed onto the output screen. That is how the Cout object will work. Okay, now here is the let us come to this example. So actually there is a difference here. This one, in this particular sentence what you are seeing, the previous example I'll show you. Now let us learn C++. What you are seeing, it is actually the string constant. That means string constant in the sense where the value will never be changed at all. The sentence in this instructions which has string constant always should be enclosed in the double quotes. Okay, whenever we want to use the constant strings of characters, we must enclose them in the double quotes, so that you make the difference between the what are the variable names and what are the string constants. Now coming back to this example here, now this is a string constant, but this is a variable. You should make the difference. This is what string constant. String constants means exactly as it is will be printed onto the output screen. Now this is a variable. This is not enclosed in double quotes. This can be a variable. So what is variable? A variable is a name given to the memory location where the value can be sorry students, where the value could be changed. So now in this part what happens, it actually prints the compilation. This is a string constant, so onto the output screen it prints the compilation, but whereas in case of this, since it's not a string constant, it prints the content of the variable. Suppose if I had given as int compilation is equal to 1000, that means what, in the output screen instead of compilation it will print me as 1000. That is what it is, a variable, but this is a string constant. I hope you are able to understand. Now moving on to the line break. Line break, that's what we were specifying there. If we want the contents to be appear, if I have two cout statements, if I don't use the line break, both whatever is the string constants are being given in both the cout statement, it will appear in the same line. To avoid that, I have to explicitly insert a new line character into the cout statement. So in order to use the line break or to perform the line break, we need to explicitly means what? That is, we have to write. Implicit means what? Compiler itself will do the operation. Now explicitly means we need to explicitly mention so that the two different cout statements should appear their contents into the two different lines. Now in C++, a new line character, that is \n, can be used, which is nothing but an escape sequence character. So this new line character is an escape sequence character and helps in formatting the output screen. So one question they may ask, what is the use of the new line character? It's an escape sequence character and helps in formatting the output statement. This you have to specifically mention. Now let me demonstrate one program for you so that you can understand how do we use the \n. You see here, I'm using an iostream.h as a single header file I'm using. Then I have started with the main function cout. Now this is a constant string. Am I right, students? This is a constant string, that is C++ makes use of object oriented programming. Then followed by, this is what? Stream insertion. It is using stream insertion. Since I am using with stream insertion followed by the string constant, the same thing will be printed onto my output string like C++ makes use of object oriented programming. Is that clear? Then if I want the new line character, if I want the contents into the next cout statement I have, no? If I want the statements to appear in the new line character, then I have to use explicitly, I have to mention the new line character, that is \n. Since they are escape sequence character, they should be enclosed in the double quotes here. Remember, it should be enclosed here. So \n. So C++ makes use of an object oriented programming. Here I should write. Then next one, what? Cout, stream insertion. Again C++ is a superset. If I had not used this, automatically the C++ is superset, then writing algorithm is a great fun would appear in a single line. Therefore, to avoid that, I have used the \n, which is providing the line break. Therefore, this is a constant string, the as it will be printed. And here you see, writing algorithm is a great fun. Since this is the last cout statement, I don't have further any cout statements to be printed. I didn't use any \n here. Okay, writing algorithm is a writing algorithm is a great fun, as it has been replaced. So this is how we can use this cout statement plus we can use the \n. Okay. Then moving on to the, I hope you are able to clearly understand what is the that is the CIN operator and what is the cout operator. Students, for 2 marks, if they are asking for cout operator, so write what it is cout operator, write all these points, draw this diagram, and an example is a must, and you should give this explanation and example even for both the CIN as well as cout. Example, diagram, and these points are very, very important. So this is a definite question from this particular chapter. I hope you are able to understand. Moving on to the very important and interesting concept, that is the cascading of input-output operators. Kindly cooperate, students. Herein, what do you mean by cascading of input-output operators are nothing but, suppose if I have 3 variables, okay, enter the 3 values. Every time, instead of using the single statement, now here I'll explain. See here, I have to actually read the values for x and y. First time I'll write cout, enter the value of for x, then I will read it from the keyboard, correct, through the help of the CIN object. This is what? Stream extraction. It will extract the contents, whatever the x value we are giving, through the keyboard. Similarly, next we have console output. With the help of stream insertion, the same as it is will be printed onto the output screen. Okay, enter the value for the y, and then through the cin object the user, whenever they are entering the value as 50, suppose x, for the x it will enter as 40 and for the y they may enter as value as 50. It will be extracted from by using the cin object. Instead of writing this into the multiple lines, I will make my code shorter by using a concept known as the cascading of input output, okay, operators. So we can rewrite by using multiple stream extraction operator here. See here, cout, okay, enter the value of x and y, okay. By just making use of a multiple stream extraction operator, the single, I can club these two cin objects into a single one. I can write it as cin stream extraction x, stream extraction y. I can club them. Therefore, what this concept is called as, it is called as the cascading of input output operators. The multiple use of input output operators. The multiple use of input output operators are what? These are the multiple use of input and output. This is so the multiple use of this input and output operators in a single statement. This concept I can call it as the cascading of input output operators. Now here as an we shall see the theory part here. C++ supports the use of stream extraction and stream insertion operators in a single input output statements. Then we can refer them as the cascading of operators. See, if a program requires more than one input variable, then it is possible to input these variables in a single cin statement using multiple stream extraction operators. Similarly, if we want to output more than one result, then it could be done by using single output statements with a multiple stream insertion. This is said to be, say for example, here instead of using the multiple usage of the cout and multiple usage of the cin operators, I can just 4 lines of code, I can shrink it in just in 2 lines of code, okay, just by using the multiple operators of, that is the stream insertion and multiple use of the stream extraction, which are the multiple input output operators. This concept is said to be as the cascading of that is input output operators. Similarly, we have with the output also we can do. Now this is for input we have done, am I right? We can output the multiple results in single cout statement. See, whenever I have to print it onto the monitor, after reading definitely you should print, no? So here you see cout, I have to print the value of 5 and 10 and the answer I have to print. So here you see multiple what operators I am using, that is stream insertions operators I am using, right? So cout, stream insertion, the sum of, this is what I am referring for string constant, as it is, the string constants will be printed as it is as onto my output screen. So cout, stream insertion, string constant will be replaced, followed by stream insertion from where it is extracting. Now this is variable, remember this is a string constant but this is a variable. If I had given double quotes to this also, it would have been acting as a string constant. Okay, so this is a variable. So x value, suppose we have taken the x value as 5 and y value as 10. Since it's a variable, the value of the x will be replaced here as 5. And again see here, I have given it in the double quote, so it is a string constant, as it is it will print. And then y is a variable, so its value will be replaced. Equals to is again a string constant, as it is equals to, it is printing. Then here only I am performing the calculation. I didn't take separate extra statement as z is equal to x plus y and then printing the z here. No, what I did within the same, I could combine the multiple stream insertion operators, okay, and I am able to print the result here. So here only I am performing the operation, that is x plus y. So x 5 plus 10. So 15, the answer here will be 15. So 15 will be, because it's a variable, the 15 will be replaced onto your monitor screen. So this is how you can club the multiple stream extraction and multiple stream insertion operators just in single statement. That concept is said to be as cascading of input output operators. So very important from an exam point of view, they may ask you what is a cascading of input output operators. Give an examples for each. When they ask you, please do write this part. Okay, just quote an example, then write how you can rewrite it, and similarly you have to give an example for the cout statement also, that is stream insertion statement. This programming segment you have to give an example. Write that this particular definition, you write this particular definition, an example for the cin operator. Okay, write this code and write the sentence, you can rewrite it and write this particular. Similarly for the cout statement also, you can just write it in this way, or you can even write cout, enter the value of x and y. That way also you can write. So students, next concept we can continue in our next video. Take care of yourself students. Thank you.